A big part of success depends on our ability to understand and manage our emotions. They can energize and keep us focused on what we want. They can drag us down into feelings of hopelessness. They can distract us to things that don't matter or might go wrong. Emotions can also drive us to say or do things that are harmful, getting us into even deeper trouble. In Learning Power, we teach students how to observe, name, and understand their emotions by using a simple color code for the primary attitudes we all have. Green represents feelings of happiness and confidence. Blue represents sadness and disappointment. Yellow stands for feeling afraid and anxious. Finally, red represents anger and frustration. Even though we commonly regard 3 of these primary attitudes as negative, it's important to help students understand that each attitude is part of a healthy emotional life. Learning Power is designed to help students take creative control in the learning process by mastering basic skills in self-management, collaboration, and strategic thinking. Its particular approach is brain-based, teaching students simple things they can do to enhance their brain's functioning and capacity for creative learning. One of Learning Power's competencies is called BrainCare, and in this setup video you will review some information about what students can do to optimize their brains. Since so much in education depends on high-functioning, healthy, and resilient brains in students, we should wonder why children are not taught how to care for theirs at an early age. What do students need in order to be successful in school and life? Specific academic skills like reading and math probably come to mind, but there are underlying brain strengths needed to support these technical skills. The successful student needs energy for the challenge of learning, along with the ability to focus, stay flexible through the process, engage information creatively, concentrate on a task, and stay with it until the goal of learning is reached. All of these distinct yet related abilities of the brain are not just positively correlated with effective learning, they are the proven causal factors behind student success. The stronger they are, the more significant the outcome. BrainCare is about teaching younger students how to strengthen these natural abilities of their brain. As we teach younger students about brain care, they will also learn a little about money management, using the analogy of a brain bank. Just as a bank account is managed by the counterbalancing effects of putting money in, called deposits, and taking money out, called withdrawals, so our brain bank needs a balance of energy to do its important work. Deposits are things we do that increase brain energy and performance, while withdrawals take it in the opposite direction. Fatigue, distraction, irritability, memory deficits, difficulty concentrating, and so forth. BrainCare educates younger students in simple behavioral and lifestyle changes that can make a big difference in how their brains work. We will talk about healthy deposits in our brain banks using 4 categories: nutrition, rest, exercise, and meditation. Each one is essential to a brain that functions at peak performance, and altogether they comprise a set of disciplines at the heart of brain care. Whenever we eat nutritious food and manage our calories, whenever we get the rest our body needs, whenever we get our heart and muscles exercised with vigorous activity, whenever we take time for deep breathing and center ourselves, whenever we do these things, we are making healthy deposits in our brain bank. Obviously, but sadly it's not very obvious to many people today, eating junk food, not getting the sleep we need, living a sedentary lifestyle, and not taking time regularly to get calm and centered. All of this makes withdrawals from our brain bank and erodes our general quality of life. What makes food nutritious? Everything we eat or drink contains a chemistry of nutrient and non-nutrient elements. At a macro level, we can identify the amount of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, every gram of which contains a certain number of calories or units of energy. But deeper inside our food is a more complex chemistry consisting of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients our brain needs to function well. As a general rule, A food is better for you if it is organic, that is, not artificially manufactured or enhanced, whole, or not processed, and colorful, which indicates a higher amount of what are called phytonutrients, thought to be helpful in preventing disease. Here are some commonly available, brain-friendly foods. On the other hand, some even more commonly available junk foods are the very opposite of nutritious: manufactured, processed, artificially colored and flavored. Sweet junk food is typically loaded with sugar or high fructose corn syrup, which significantly interferes with the brain's ability to maintain the steady focus that learning requires. Other brain toxins are saturated fats, like those found in snack chips and desserts, and sodium, which is about the only way that junk food manufacturers can enhance taste. Recent research has confirmed that a common sugar substitute called aspartame, found in diet soda and sugar-free products, is a major toxin in the brain, causing migraine headaches, distractibility, and memory deficits. The take-home message is this: junk food makes serious withdrawals from the brain bank and is an arch enemy of student success. Learning Power is not intended to provide medical advice or health counseling. The objective of BrainCare is simply to help younger students understand the important connection between healthy food and a high-functioning brain. As an interesting exercise for smaller groups, students might be assisted by mentors in calculating their basal metabolic rate and daily calorie needs. Basal metabolic rate, or BMR, refers to the number of daily calories your body requires just to keep you alive. It serves as a baseline for calculating an individual's total daily requirement, taking into consideration such factors as height, weight, age, and current activity level. Besides a nutritious diet, our brain requires adequate restful sleep, not interrupted sleep or a series of cat naps through the day. Younger students need an average of 8 to 10 hours of restful sleep every night. This helps the body repair and recharge itself. It's also when the brain bank balances its account, making connections and integrating recent experiences into its operating program. Another way of making deposits in the brain bank is staying active. For younger students, this means 30 to 60 minutes of vigorous activity every day. Cardiovascular exercise such as running, biking, brisk walking, or aerobics increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain, giving it the energy it needs to do its work. An exercise regimen helps to calm the brain and clarify focus, making it more creative and resilient for the challenge of learning. Our fourth category in BrainCare acknowledges the brain benefits of meditation. In Learning Power, younger students are taught a simple breathing meditation to help them get calm and centered. Meditation is not inherently religious, but refers more to a physical and mental discipline for maintaining or recovering a grounded, positive outlook. Just 5 to 10 minutes of breathing meditation a day, along with shorter sessions throughout the day as needed, can make a big difference. A regular meditation practice helps younger students keep a creative perspective on school and life in general. Here are some ways you can teach and reinforce basic brain care skills with younger students. You might have an assortment of foods, both healthy and junk foods, on a table. Pick up one item at a time and share some basic nutritional information about it. Without having to go into too much detail, you can provide a nutritional profile of each food item. Afterwards, you can randomly pick a food item from the table and ask the younger students what they remember about it. As suggested earlier, an instructive small group activity would be calculating the BMR and daily calorie requirements for each student in the circle. Be sure you are using accurate information when determining BMR. You might use a scale and a tape measure as part of the activity. Program mentors will be given instructions on how to use the calorie chart. Some techniques of relaxation might be another effective small group activity, either something like the breathing meditation we do together, or a guided meditation of some sort. If the host location permits, you might talk about or demonstrate a few common meditation enhancers, such as music, art, or incense.